Hi, my name is Lynn Bardwell, and you're probably wondering what this screen is behind me. Today I'm going to be walking y'all through my personal recovery as an athlete who went through an ACL tear. Yeah, so let's backtrack to the summer of 2023 when I thought I was at my peak during my sport. Little did I know I was going to come down on my right knee during practice and completely tear my ACL and meniscus. This is me holding up a peace sign after surgery. Although I look excited holding one up, I was definitely not excited. And just like that, you could see here that I was sidelined to the sport that I thought was my whole life. Looking back at it now, I can't believe I let a sport define me the way basketball did. Anyways, here is one out of multiple photos of me having to sit out watching my team practice without me. This is one of the first photos I took being my first practice back after long months of recovery, and you'd think I'd be happy, right? That couldn't have been further from the truth. Although I was playing, I still was struggling mentally the most I ever have, having to think that I had to perform my best for my coaches and my teammates after sitting out for so long. I thought that I had to prove a point to them or to myself that I was ready to be back. On top of the physical pain that I had, I was also facing so many mental tolls that nobody knew about. I was going through it alone, and I just had to put a happy face on because I was playing again. My relationship with God was not where it should have been at this time, and I don't know how I just kept playing. God knew I was not ready to come back, so 2 games into coming back from that entire injury, I had a 3rd-degree sprain on my ankle, and this was mid-basketball season for me. It was my senior year, and all I could think about was, why, God? Why is this happening to me? I went through this already. Why me? I thought to myself, didn't I go through this enough the first time? Spoiler alert, I did not learn my lesson the first time. I was at such a vulnerable moment in my life, so I decided that I was going to grow my relationship with God and pour into Him instead of my sport. Clearly, nothing that I was doing on my own was serving me any good. So I started going to church, having Bible study, and overall just grew an intimate relationship with Him. And after months of doubting my ability to play college basketball, which had been my plan all along and my dream, God blessed me with the opportunity of pursuing my dream in my sport. I couldn't have done any of this without Him, and here I am on my signing day, right before my senior year had ended, and looking back at it now, God is capable of so much more than we know. So with all that being said, I thought that I could do everything on my own and that everything was in my control, but God's spiritual awakening through my knee tear and my ankle sprain and everything that all the battles that He'd put me through, He's taught me that He is my foundation and everything is in His hands. His timing is never dull, and He taught me that the hard way. I do not take back going through these injuries, which, saying this now, would send May 2nd me when I tore my ACL in a complete spiral. I would not have learned the lesson that I learned, and I would not have the relationship that I have with Him now if it weren't through all of these injuries. Anyways, that is my story. Thank you for listening, and I hope that one day, if you ever go through something the way I did, you turn to your faith and not rely on your own personal choices.